Good afternoon. Imagine a dismal world where you are told what to do. Every move you make has been scripted for you, and your voice is lost, like millions alongside you. You live each day miserable, because this isn't how you want to live your life. Now, picture your life today. You have the freedom to do what you want to do, and become whatever you want to be. You control your own destiny. Do you want to keep it that way? If so, the answer is located at the ballot box. Voting is so very important to this nation's well-being. Many people will tell you that your vote doesn't count and that your voice isn't being heard. Well, each vote does count, and your voice will be heard, but you first must cast your ballot. If you want positive change and principled decisions to occur at the local, state, and federal level, then it is up to you and me to go to the polls. Now, you may be asking, what will happen if I vote? I'll talk about the positive benefits of voting. Voting is crucial to the success of this country and has been since its birth. But how does it affect you individually? Voting can bring about positive change, and more times than not, it concerns something that you enjoy doing or being involved in or with. Voting is a great way to support your friends and family. The United States needs your support to keep this amazing nation the greatest country on earth. How many times have you heard someone complain about either an elected official or a new law that was just passed? If you didn't vote, you really don't have any right to complain about what happened in the election or because you chose to waive that right by not voting. Voting isn't something that citizens get to do in many countries. Either they are told to vote or someone is declared dictator and they don't even get a choice or say in the matter. Here in the United States, we are blessed with the freedom and power of choosing how we want to lead this country. That is why voting is so important. As citizens of the greatest country on earth, it is your civic duty to go to the polls and cast your ballot. Let us remember that many citizens of other countries don't have that liberty. If you don't vote, one day you may not have that freedom either. Remember, when I asked you to imagine a dismal world where you were told what to do, by not making your voice heard and expressing how you feel, that is something that could happen. You stand to lose your basic freedoms if you don't vote. If you do go to the polls, you can create positive change and keep things that you don't want to happen from ever taking place. I have heard countless people say that their vote didn't matter, so they weren't even going to go vote. That's completely ridiculous, because your vote really does matter. It may be cast alongside millions of others, but it is still counted in the total. Your vote is still going toward whatever you voted for or against, and thus your voice is being heard. If you vote for candidates that are principled and dedicated to you, the constituent, then great things can and will be accomplished with your vote. You are the elected official's boss. You are the one that put them in their place, and your vote keeps them accountable. Now, if I vote, how will I change anything? I'll talk about that next. what directly happens if you don't vote. In an election, if several more who believe that what you do decide and that they don't want to vote, then something can easily get passed that could make your life much more difficult. By going to the ballot box, you have a chance to stop those things from taking place. You have the chance to bring prosperity to this nation by casting your vote for what you believe in. If you don't vote, you could be governed by officials that don't care about you. Individuals who simply want money and kickbacks. Even worse, they may have a deadly agenda that could be completely against what you stand for and your own way of living. Clearly, voting is an important step for every single American. It is your voice that you are drowning out by not going to the ballot box. Casting your vote is crucial and necessary so that we can keep this nation strong and where it needs to be by making sure that it is kept on track. You have the chance to hold your elected officials accountable for their own actions and to add your voice and opinion on key issues that affect your daily life. So, stand for liberty, stand for freedom, and what our ancestors fought and died to give us the right to have. Fulfill your civic duty and go vote. Thank you very much.